Hello students, today I am going to discuss the reproduction in flowering plants in continuation of my previous lecture, reproduction in flowering plant, especially the male. And now today I will discuss the female reproduction in the flowering plants. Now first we'll discuss the pistil. Pistil is also known as gynoecium or carpel also. Pistil has three parts: the stigma, which is sticky, and the topmost or uppermost part, and it is a landing platform for the pollen grain. The broad tube-like structure below the stigma is called style, which is going to be ended in a broader oval structure that's called the ovary. Ovary, you will find inside the ovary the ovules attached on a thread-like structure called the placenta, and you will find the structure that is a pistil. So mainly the pistil consists the three parts. Now gynoecium, if present one carpel, that is called monocarpellary gynoecium. Gynoecium with two carpel, that's called the bicarpellary, and more than two, that's called the multicarpellary. Whenever the pistil of the same flower are separate, that is called the apocarpus, but whenever they are going to be found in fused condition, that's called the syncarpus. The diagram is showing first the syncarpus condition of papaver. You will find the carpels are fused, not going to be seen very clearly open, but in the next diagram when you're going to find the free carpel, the carpels are almost free seen over there. An example is Michelia. Ovary has got the chamber like structure. Inside you will find the locules. Locule contain the ovule, and the number of ovule in an ovary present may be one, for example wheat, paddy or mango, or maybe more than one, for example is papaya, watermelon and orchid. In this diagram you will find the nucellus, the nutritive tissue, two polar nuclei which has got the ploidy n mean haploid, and a single set of the chromosome. Then you will find the egg cell, again the chromosome number is n haploid, and they are going to be constitute the female gamete. And the stigma, style, ovary, ovule already I discussed, and the integument is the covering which is clearly shown over here. The ovule is also known as megalobule, is covered by the integument, and that's why ovule is integumented megasporangium. Mega means the female, sporangium is a spore-like structure. It is attached to the placenta inside the ovary, and the stalk of the ovule is called funicle, and the point of attachment with the funicle is called the hilum. The body of ovule consisting a mass of the parenchymatous cell. Parenchymatous is a simple tissue. Simple tissue is that tissue which consisting of only one type of cells, and another is complex tissue which is consisting of more than one type of cells. So parenchyma coming under the simple tissue, that's called the nucellus, a reproductive or the nutritive tissue. The integument leave a passage at one end that is called the micropyle. Now we are going to discuss this particular diagram. The micropyle is an opening which I already conveyed, and you will find the point of attachment the funiculus, above which you will find the vascular strand. Vascular is where you will find the water and etc. That's a conducting, and synergids. Then upper you will find the secondary nucleus, then raphe, and opposite to micropyle is chalazial end. Then nucellus, the nutritive tissue which is very broad. Integument is the covering. The antipodal cells also there. Then central cell, the embryo sac, the female gametophyte, or the egg or oosphere which has got the ploidy. So as per the diagram, we have got the two type of the opening over there. The first opening you will find the micropylar, opposite to micropylar chalazial end over there. Ovules are generally differentiated. It means ovules is going to be formed into a single megaspore mother cell at the micropylar. It means megaspore mother cell is going to present or formed at the micropylar end. Now the megaspore mother cell at this point of time undergoes meiosis, and meiosis leads to the formation of 4 megaspores, and this process of formation of megaspores, especially the 4 megaspore from the megaspore mother cell, is called megasporogenesis. The female gametophyte, out of 4 megaspore, 1 megaspore which is present at the chalazial end is remain functional, while 3 other degenerate. The functional megaspore which is present at the chalazial end develops into the female gametophyte, also known as the embryo sac. In this diagram you will find the chalazial end, the antipodal cells, the polar nuclei, the central cell which already discussed in the previous slide, egg, synergids, and the filiform apparatus. The two opposite ends are very clearly marked, chalazial and micropylar. So whenever the chalazial end, the megaspore is going to develop into the megaspore mother cell. Now the nucleus of divides mitotically. Mitosis is also known as a growth division. So one nucleus divides and form the two nuclei. Two nuclei further divide to form 4 nuclei, and at last produces the 8 nuclei. It means according to the diagram, the megasporocyte, that is the 2n diploid structure, undergoes meiosis to form one functional megaspore nuclei, which further goes into 3 successive division of the mitosis, leads to the 8 nucleated, and you will find the 8 nucleated in the last diagram: 3 antipodal, 1 central, 2 polar, synergids and act. So total are 8 nucleated structure, and this 8 nucleated structure is known as the embryo. Now after the formation of this, the cell wall are laid down and nuclei are arranged in different region, or especially in the 3 groups. 3 are present at egg apparatus towards the micropylar, 2 are present at the middle, that is the polar nuclei, and 3 present at the antipodal, which are present at the chalazial ends. The embryo sac, which are going to develop from the single megaspore, that's called the monosporic. Mono means one and sporic means one spore. In egg apparatus, the large one cell is known as egg, and the remaining 2 which are present are there, they are called as synergids. So the 3 chalazial cells of embryo sac are called as antipodal cells. Thank you.